With trials coming back this Friday, it is important that all of you looking to compete are using the best available weaponry on the shelves to riddle your enemies full of holes. And I, my friends, am going to be informing you on what weapons will do just that. First up, we have a weapon you are likely to have heard a lot about. Currently, the Crucible vendor is shipping out the Palindrome, a fabulous hand cannon that will compete head to head, bullet to bullet with the IS Luna out there in the trials. With the same fire rate and impact of an IS Luna, a better range, worse stability, and a single less bullet. However, Palindrome pulls ahead with 70 aim assist versus IS Luna's 50, and a superior recoil direction of 94, where IS Luna is left in the dust with 60. This basically means IS Luna has a very diagonal recoil pattern, where the Palindrome is much more vertical. So needless to say, if you're a hand cannon type of man, then the Palindrome will surely tear into some domes. Next up, a much less talked about weapon from the Crucible vendor is the Event Horizon, a black spindle type sniper with quite an impressive roll of short gaze, grenadier, small bore, and hidden hand. Honestly, in PvP right now, I am a strong believer that you either want to be running a sniper with strong enough impact to tackle a super in one shot, or a much higher rate of fire type of rifle. Back to this beast, however, though its handling is kind of ass with quick draws or snapshot or Blade Dancer subclass, the slowness of this weapon will be negated. However, I must warn you, this bad boy is quite demanding in the skill category with its slow rate of fire and only 3 shots in the mag. So you better land your headshots or you're going to get hurt for it. Sliding in with another secondary, we have the Dead Orbit Shotgun, the Last Ditch. This bad boy has the same rate of fire and impact and maximum range as the Matador, and a higher base range. On top of this, the Dead Orbit vendor is packing a pretty decent one as of right now, so definitely go check that one out. Unavoidably, next up we have the Matador itself. Honestly, I don't think I need to say much about this thing. Out of all the legendary shotguns, it has the highest range and impact, along with the Last Ditch, and can drop from the Crucible. However, there's also a quest you can do to pick this one up that will guarantee you one, and a YouTuber named Morning Afterkill made a video about the quest, so definitely go check out his video on this if you're interested. It's linked in the description. Going back to another old legendary, it is one of the best times to farm for a Grasp of Melek right now. With the Solar Burn on in the Siva Crisis Heroic playlist, if you grab 2 Golden Gun Nighthawks and a Tether, you can pretty easily farm Omnigul, especially if you're all above 350 light. The Grasp is a pulse with the highest possible rate of fire for a legendary pulse rifle, and is a contender for the best primary in the entire game. For Crucible, that is. So if you can roll one of these with Headseeker, Glass Half Full, and or Stability perk, you are looking at a monster primary. Though you don't really have to get any of those perks except for Stability, that's really important. This thing will still be a monster without Headseeker or Glass Half Full. Finally, onto the heavy weapons. Truth is always a solid choice. With its insane persistence when it tracks and its 3 rockets, it is definitely a rocket launcher worth rolling out with. However, can be annoying when it tracks into a fucking wall. Last but not least, we have the mighty, the fared, the one and only Gala Horn. Though it only net you 2 rockets, the Gala Horn is a Crucible animal with its tracking, proximity detonation, and Wolfpack rounds. Especially if you run increased rocket ammo on chest and boots, turn yourself a 3rd rocket, this thing will tear people some new asses. And with that, we're gonna wrap up this video. Post in the comments down below to let other people know about any great weapons I missed to cover in this video, for there is plenty of other great weapons out there. It's just impossible to cover them all. Thank you all very much if you made it all the way to the end. It means a lot. And check out my last video on the Frost EE5 exotic boots. They're quite the sleeper exotic. A link is in the description to that review. And with that, we're gonna end it. Thanks once again so much for watching. Peace.